Thanks for watching. I'm excited to introduce to you an empowering new series of non-traditional educational videos. This 105 course is a short overview going over the license to hustle. As we release weekly courses on our channel, we're going to build off each successive course. So make sure to start in order. This course will teach you what it is to get licensed. You will need a license to hustle if you're going to professionally hustle. We're going to take some time this week to discuss what a license is, how licenses enable you to get paid on deals, how creative payment arrangements can potentially earn you way more than you expect, and how to avoid licenses which are detrimental to your hustle. Ready? Let's begin. Ladies and gentlemen, defining the word, a signature of the hustle course. Now this one we're going to do a little bit different because when we're talking about licensing, we're talking specifically as it pertains to legal licensing, the legal definition. We're going to go to the source, which is Cornell law. Generally, a license is permission granted by a qualified authority, permitting a license to do something that otherwise would be prohibited. License may also refer to a physical document granting such permission, sometimes referred to as a permit. License may have territorial and/or time limits, and it can be revoked or forfeited. The fundamental difference is permission. Ladies and gents, certifications warranty knowledge, but they do not give you permission to apply your knowledge as a professional. Licenses permit you to practice or conduct a trade. Think about this. The Federal Register in the United States lists 441 agencies in the U.S. government. These agencies rule-make, set standards, and govern everything from activities to products. School alone will not automatically give you permission to conduct a trade. Very few are unregulated in the 21st century. Licensed professions include everything from real estate agents to construction workers. The fundamental advantage to a professional hustler is their ability to insert themselves in a needed process to close a deal. This translates to holding some type of license. Our main goals for the course. We're going to go over ethics, credibility, compensation, errors and omissions. But before we get into that, we're going to go over choosing the right profession. The method of your selection is incredibly important. Ethics is a very important aspect to choosing the right license. You do not want to choose a regulated profession which, one, prohibits you from doing other business, two, has access to personal financial data regularly. Audits are okay, just not voluntary disclosures. Three, generally prohibits creative compensation arrangements. That's important, and you'll see why in a minute. Four, prohibits conflicts of interest. You should choose one that simply requires disclosure and customer sign-offs. You don't want to get into an area or a profession that prohibits you from conflicts of interest, and I'll explain why in a bit. Here we're going to revisit ethics. I know we covered it last week, but it's important. To reiterate, ethics are a standard of conduct set by third parties. Professions like attorneys make good choices for professional hustlers. This is because the profession allows creative compensation. You can pay an attorney with anything: a boat, a car, even stock in your company. In my profession, the profession of hustle, project managers adhering to the American Academy of Project Management in America and the International Project Management Commission abroad are allowed similar arrangements. Professions such as broker-dealers or investment professionals make bad choices for this type of approach. Regulators have strict controls on how they earn money. As a result, they make a poor choice for hustle. Another poor choice would be medical doctors. They are tightly regulated. Remember, the key characteristics are flexibility and disclosure, not prohibition of conflicts of interest. When we get to credibility, what we're primarily talking about is jurisdiction with a good reputation when it comes to where do you get your license from. You need to choose a jurisdiction and make sure it's located in an area with a good reputation. A licensed professional in the Democratic Republic of North Korea probably won't carry a lot of weight in the world. Use your common sense when it comes to choosing what country to operate out of. You need flexibility and a non-sanctioned company. Everything comes at a cost, but the cost cannot be so great it prohibits you from doing business with developed economies. Check SDN lists, no-fly list, U.S. Treasury Department for sanctioned countries, and country stock exchanges to see if they are recognized overseas exchanges. Things like this matter. When it comes to compensation, creative payment arrangements are really important. If you want to gain any real traction hustling deals, you need to have flexibility in getting paid. Some clients will not have any money up front for you. This sounds like a drawback until you realize people are generally very generous when it comes to back-end payouts. You can get paid 10 or even 100 times what an hourly professional charges. The secret to all high earning income strategies as a professional hustler is simple. Get paid on the back end. A contemporary who charges $50,000 up front may earn up to $2 million on the back end for simply foregoing the upfront costs. This may sound ridiculous, but I assure you it's not. If someone cannot do a deal without you, $2 million to them and $2 million to you is better than $0 to everyone. Trust me. Errors and omissions insurance. This is very important, guys. And I'm going to take some time to emphasize the importance and the value that goes behind having insurance coverage for material misstatements and errors. Now, this isn't the same as covering or protecting people against fraud or criminal activities. That's not what I'm talking about. What professional insurance does is it limits your coverage to damage of well-intentioned work products. So if you're contracted to provide a work product, and for some reason that work product is relied upon, and it's a valid one, you did what you said, and it somehow causes a loss to your client or your customer, you're protected. This is what licensed individuals possess that gives them a distinct advantage over others. And it's why being a professional hustler is sought after. You can protect people from damages of valid, lawful work products that may cause injury to a customer or client. I like to segue with this all the time before we close out. The gross record. As you can see, this simple advice has taken me to over 12 million in gross revenue throughout the years. This is not about business, but a self-employed career, which answers unique problems with unique solutions. These revenues have costs, licensing, remember, we just went over that, and certification requirements. So keep that in mind. I'm excited if you made it to the end of this video. This overview is designed to teach you the best types of licenses to professionally hustle and to describe the characteristics of what licenses to avoid if you want to professionally hustle deals. Get an ebook copy of my international best-selling book for free by clicking the link in the description. After you sign up, send an email after sign up and put this week's video code in, 105, in your follow-up email asking for your free ebook for watching this week's video. Again, this week's video code is 105. Each week the code changes, so stay tuned for the following video and educational courses. No information in this course is designed to be a recommendation for investing, providing financial advice, or financial products. Please do not contact us for investment inquiries or any investment-related recommendations. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us. Check me out on Medium. I'm writing free articles all the time for anyone who wants to delve in. Aside from the audio, there is the written word. And don't forget www.christopherklopez.com to see some exciting developments. I'm always posting there. See you guys there.